Right, okay, it is say you need to start one day, so let's start. Okay, topic is recovery from grief. Grief is loss related usually, and well, I am to share my story, and so I can hopefully help other people go through it and conquer it because it is tough, seriously. So, what I'm setting to do is basically share my up and down moment with you guys. But mainly, what I would do is I will go full out and share with you the down moment, share with you what I'm doing to conquer the down moment and pull myself up to, well, carry on saying yes to life. Because what happen when we lose something, either when somebody die, which was my case 18 years ago. So it's about time, basically, I decided to stay with the living on earth and stop trying to just wait for my time to come, because it's obviously not coming anytime soon and I'm not done with this lifetime yet. So yes, instead of staying on limbo, I've decided that I'm gonna have to well, basically be done with it for good. So do all the things I came down here to do on this planet Earth, so that when I'm done and gone in about, okay, let's say 50 years time, I'm in my early 40s now. Yes, that took 18 years. So yes, basically my 30s, mid 20s, the beautiful time of my life basically wasted. So the cost of this not handling loss is time. Time is just running, and either we decide to stay in limbo with trying to cope with our loss and just wait for it to pass and just wait for it to be gone so we can feel better. Well, it doesn't happen by itself. We actually need to put the effort into it, into overcoming whichever pain we are going through, whichever down we're going through, whichever lack of energy we're going through, in order to go over it mentally, which is the key. Mental is the most important thing to address, because our mental is to the rest of our being what the driver is to the car. Without a driver in the car doesn't get anywhere. And without the handle of our mental, we do not do anything of our lives. So first thing, mental. There are many things to address in the mental when we're going through a downtime. There is the health of it, like the physical health of it, which is making sure it's not cluttered with drugs, alcohol, and any other dysfunction that can be happening there with air deprivation, for example, for people suffering from sleep apnea. So that's the physical side of it, ensuring that it's fed properly, so proper nutrition to it. The brain has its specific good food we need to give it in order for it to work properly. And then there is the more kind of mind or spiritual side of it, which is the thought process we are going through during this downtime we need to address. Yes, so we have the physical side of it and the more kind of esoteric, kind of a non-palpable energy side of it we need to address. So I would say we need to tackle both at the same time, but you would see, well, you probably know it if you've come across this video in terms of recovering from grief, that it's challenging because our mindset is not there. And the thing is, we can convince ourselves of anything regarding this mindset, but, well, it's not always easy because it's difficult to keep the momentum of positive mental attitude despite all the feelings we've got. And the second part is, if the physical brain is not in shape, then it's very, very difficult. So my technique so far are building a morning routine so I can kind of do something of my day, so I can pump myself up and find the energy and the stamina to go through the day. So you're seeing me now. I actually went through my morning routine today, and I am not all as charged as I would like to be. But I'm feeling better than other mornings where I could basically go through nothing. So if you're feeling in the state, don't beat yourself up. You're just recovering. Meanwhile, know that if you want to get out of that state, you will need to push yourself. So what I tend to do in the morning routine is I put some motivation videos on. You just type motivation videos into the YouTube search bar on the top here, and then you'll have loads of them popping out. So just put that into your ears when you open your ears and eyes in the morning, and listen to that for the first 15 minutes. It will help you get out of bed. Okay, once you're out of bed, then there are some exercise videos as well out here. The one I tend to do is Taibo 10 minutes. So just enter Taibo or yoga or whatever you like to do, and look for a 10-15 minutes kind of exercise things that will basically allow to awake your body. And it will also allow to build some positive hormones into your brain. Our body is built for self-recovery sometimes, but we need to help it. So in our brain, there is a hormone called serotonin, which is produced after around 15 to 20 minute exercise, because our heart rate is increased. We breathe louder and stronger. Therefore, we inject more oxygen into our body, which is circulated by our blood and then reach our brain, which then start producing positive hormone serotonin, and then we start feeling a bit lighter and better, and then our physical brain is then helped, and then that help as well in our mental focus, the thing we are thinking about. So it's very difficult to think positive when the brain physical is down, so we need to help it physically so we can help it esoterically, like mindset thinking, etc. So that's the morning routine. And then once you are on this morning routine, first you put your awakening mind motivation videos on. You listen to that while you're getting kind of stretching yourself out of bed. Get out of bed, still have a kit in the ears, brush your teeth, have a shower. Seriously, you may think that it doesn't do anything. A shower is so hugely important. Have a shower, and then get on to whatever you are to do during the day. Or what I tend to do is I get up, I listen to this. 15 minutes is the time I need usually to get up from opening my eyes. It's very difficult for me to, even when I'm feeling good, 15 minutes I lay down in bed, to get all my senses awakened so my foot can actually work and keep me up. So 15 minutes I wake up, and then just after that, I put my Taibo on, I exercise for 10 minutes, and then I brush my teeth. So that allows my body to cool down from the sweat. Then I have my shower, and then I get onto my to-do list, which is up here. I always set myself a day, things to do, so I can actually have a momentum throughout the day of things to do, and that keeps me up. So that is when you're not working, and usually when you're down, you tend not to be working because you're depressed or whatever. I just so happen to be able to cope with it. It's been 18 years. So as I'm speaking to you now, I'm in between contract. And when I'm in between contract, people say, oh, you can do whatever you want of your day because you're not working. I'm actually, yes, working, doing my own thing, because I set goals of the things and I want to achieve in life. So this is a skip I did. So in the things to help you cope with overcoming grief, you need to find a reason for living, because when people we love die, they basically, these bastards, sorry for the word, they decide to move on without you, they leave you in hell, they go to paradise. So you need to find a reason to carry on living. Okay, that's the first thing. And then once you've had that reason, you need to put in place all the tools in order to get you to actually achieve those goals. And one of the tools is, I put my list on goals. What are the different things I am to do to get there? And then in between, all the tools to get my mind and body into shape to get there. Yes, so that's a brief for today. And I'm doing this video on purpose, not being fully in shape, so you guys understand that all the big achievers out there, they most of the time have been through a tough time, and it's difficult to recover, and it's really a willpower, a decision for you to make it. So keep an eye out on here. My English is not terrible. My native language is French, so forgive my bad English occasionally with a few words which are not pronounced properly. But yes, let's focus on the essential, which is getting ourselves out of the down emotion we're feeling from losing somebody, either through death, either through a breakup, because that as well is a loss, either through losing a job, because that as well is a loss. Basically, a loss is something we hang on to so dearly because we loved it so much and it made us feel so good, and now we have to let go of because it's no longer there anyway. So we need to work our way into letting go with this, embracing the change of whatever is coming in, because every change is here to teach us something. And so unless we let go, we will usually not learn what is here to teach us. So hang in there, guys. Get your body and mind in shape in the meantime. Until next time, I'll try to put this on a daily basis now for the next month or so, and then I will switch to a monthly one. But yes, for now, this is a challenge for me as well. Yes, sharing my story so we guys can lift ourselves up, because the reason I would do this is, first, my angels. Yes, there is this esoteric alter aspect of it where most people who's been through a tough time will tell you they find an inner deeper meaning of what they went through. And well, one of the things I was very, 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 very strongly inspired to do is to share my story, because loss is such a big, huge thing in every single person's life. Some people learn to deal with it very easily, and for some other people, they basically never manage to do it and they just check out. So yes, let's support each other out and make this thing happen to overcome it and get back into our, actually not getting back, getting better in the way we were enjoying life before. So which is not only getting back our love for life, but getting it back in full knowledge of how the health side of it can be. Okay, so see you guys in tomorrow or in a week. A bit of flexibility, because yes, this video is kind of a bit of a challenge for me as well. So see you soon. Bye.